The year is winding down. We're going to take a look back tonight. We've talked about a lot of toys, but what did I really buy over the past year? What has been going on? We're going to check out 10 TMNT figures I bought in 2024. So get excited, Mutation Nation. Hold on to your shells. Happy Turtle Tuesday. Go Ninja. Go Ninja. Go! Welcome to my Ninja Turtles channel. It's 9 p.m. in New York City, and this is the Ninja Turtles Show. How the shell are you?
Cowabunga!
Your weekly live stream every Turtle Tuesday covering Ninja Turtles news, toys, cartoons, movies, comics, video games, and more.
Pizza heaven!
Whatever the shell we want. Old Turtles, new Turtles, and a whole lot more. We weren't live last week. I missed you guys. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. Spend some time with family. Spend some time relaxing. Hopefully you had a nice day. And I'm happy you joined me tonight on Turtle Tuesday. Hope you finished all your leftovers and you're ready to get down to business again on the Ninja Turtle Show tonight. So thank you for joining me. And of course, while you're here, slash the like button, bonk it with a bow staff, subscribe if you don't already, and leave a comment to the Replay Gang. Shout out to the Replay Gang. Go subscribe over on Rumble as well, and follow along on Twitter. I posted an exclusive video on Twitter. I did a Marilyn Manson TMNT edit over the past week, so go check that out. It turned out okay. And we're going to be talking about some other stuff I posted on Twitter tonight, too. So make sure to go follow over there. How are you all doing? Happy Thanksgiving. Missed you guys last week. Hey, Brian. Hey, TMNT 1990. Hey, JR24. What is going on, Rock 10? Veronica. Hello. Bonjour, JR24. Hello, Stephen Murphy. What is going on, everybody? Cowabunga Studios. What is up? Another Turtle Tuesday. Another week. And we're almost another year. Hey, Ultraman. Another year. It's been a while. 2024 is wrapping up, and I'm going to talk about 10 figures I bought this year. 10 Ninja Turtles figures I bought in 2024. I cut back big time on buying figures this year. I cut back big time. I have enough. Frankly, I'm getting into hoarder territory. I'm overwhelmed in Ninja Turtles figures. I'm surrounded. I can't believe it. But I've been getting rid of some figures, but I still bought some this year. And this is going to be a top 10 list because I only bought 10 figures this year, and none of them are really impressive, but I think they're interesting. They're all impressive in their own way. I mean, none of them are extremely expensive. I didn't buy any statues. I didn't buy a life-size Ninja Turtle or anything. I didn't buy a gold statue. I bought just mainly regular action figures. I didn't buy any crazy high-end stuff. Just regular stuff is what I bought this year, and I'm happy about that. I went that full collector's mode where I would buy everything for a few years, and it didn't make me any happier, so I'm happy I kind of cut back on my purchasing a little bit. And this stuff gets expensive, especially with Ninja Turtles. You can't just buy one. You have to buy all four right off the bat. You're in for 4 purchases. You can't just buy one. You got to buy 4. So it's tough. Tough being a collector. And of course, it's expensive. It takes up a lot of room, but I do enjoy it. But I do these Turtle Tuesday streams every Turtle Tuesday. I do Ninja Turtles videos throughout the week. And like I said earlier, I posted some stuff on Twitter over the past week. And I posted something about Mutants Unleashed. It's the new Ninja Turtles video game that came out a little bit over, it was about 6 weeks ago. It came out in October. Mutants Unleashed, based in the Mutant Mayhem world. And I have some questions, some real quick questions. What is up with April's design in this game? She looks crazy. This has got to be some sort of humiliation ritual with this version of April. She just looks insane. I mean, what is this design? I just don't understand this design. And those eyebrows, what is going on with her forehead? She's got a furry forehead. She looks like a Klingon. Like she has these ridges on her forehead. I don't know if it's an eyebrow or ridges or frown lines or something, but it certainly is a strange design. I know they're really going for a stylized look, and some people like it. But I just thought it was so bizarre looking. She looks insane. And in another portion of the game, her eyebrows. I gotta say, What is going on with these eyebrows? Can anyone explain this? What is this mess of these two eyebrows? If you want to consider these eyebrows, at first I thought it was a mistake. I thought it was a glitch. I thought it was some sort of processing error that these are her eyebrows. But this is the route that they decided to go for April O'Neil's eyebrows. One, did they get singed in the game? I haven't played this game. Did they get singed off? Does she get acid thrown in her face? One of them is all scraggly and sparse, and the other one just looks like a black jelly bean. It's just a singular patch above her eye, and they're asymmetrical, and they just look so strange. I just saw this in Mutants Unleashed, and can anyone explain it? This is inexcusable. This is just so bizarre. And I know it's silly to poke fun at her eyebrows. I know this is a strange thing to poke fun of. But it is bizarre. These eyebrows just don't make sense. And I saw them. I thought, this is a curious design. Are they just trying to mess with us now? Are they just messing with guys like me? They're just throwing in whenever they can, thinking, yeah, well, let's try this and see if anybody freaks out. Let's see if we can get away with making her the craziest eyebrow April O'Neil anybody has ever seen. You know, they're talking to the developer. Give her the most screwed up eyebrows anyone could ever imagine. Screw them up a little bit more. Can you make one like it got hit with some clippers and scissors by a person who can't see well? But I just thought these are inexcusable. This is indefensible. You know, people say, you want to make April black. Okay. You want to make her fat. All right. You want to make her ugly. Okay. But these eyebrows are unacceptable. These eyebrows that no one can. People have their way. They could kind of talk. Oh, she should be this. She should be that. She's realistic. Everyone looks silly. You know, it's just how the movie looks. These eyebrows are unacceptable. So I wanted to bring that up. Look at zoom in here. What is going on above that eyebrow? What is that eyebrow? It's like a 1/2 inch long. It's the size of her pupil. It's kind of not even in the center of her. Maybe if it was centered above her eye, I could understand. But these are just crazy eyebrows. So just a detail, just a wild, weird detail for me to focus in on real fast before we get into my 10 toys I bought in 2024. I just wanted to pass that along in Mutants Unleashed. April's got the craziest eyebrows anybody's ever seen in anything. But, so Stephen Murphy says WTF. TMNT 1990 says Judith Hogue was perfect. Brian Woodruff says, I think it's just how the style translated to the game engine. Hey, Antoine Ball. I think April design in TMNT Naruto is better than the fat April Lazy movie design. Nice. Hey, Danny Dude 452, how's it going? So hopefully that was just a funny little story. Just wanted to bring you a quick Mutants Unleashed eyebrow story, and we can get into my top 10 toys, my only 10 toys I bought in 2024. Starting off, it was the 40th anniversary of the Ninja Turtles in 2024. Can you believe it? 40 years of Ninja Turtles. Started before my time. I got caught up on all the history. I like history when it's something interesting. And the Ninja Turtles all started with a couple sketches from the co-creators, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman. They were hanging out way back in 1983. One of them drew a Ninja Turtle, then the other one drew a single Ninja Turtle. And then they drew them together as a group for the first time, the 4 Ninja Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You could see their signatures in the lower right-hand corner. Eastman and Laird, 83. And these new figures were translated from this sketch pretty accurately, I would say. They got these figures based on this sketch, and I think they did a pretty good job capturing the spirit of that drawing. And I bought one. I bought just one figure. I didn't buy the whole set. I just bought Leonardo. I'm a Leonardo guy if I have to choose. And I like this figure. His figure comes with knee pads. The other ones didn't have knee pads. A little extra touch. And I like the way these figures look. It's a great design, reasonably priced. They came with a lot of cool accessories. I think they were like $15 with all the accessories. Only one problem, their feet are hollow. The feet, the wide feet there, they're just hollow. They have the edge of the foot, but there's no sole of the foot. There's no bottom of the foot. It's just hollow. Felt a little cheap. I think even if you're going to make the whole foot hollow, can you at least put a bottom of the foot on there? That's how they're against the Foot Clan. They have no feet. But Brian Woodruff says all 4 bases connect. Yeah, they all came with a little base and a lot of accessories. And so did this next figure. Based on the classic 1988 original toy line, they released another 40th anniversary figure with a lot of cool accessories. The 40th anniversary, remastered, 1988 remastered. This figure was controversial. It was based on this original Leonardo, the original old vintage Leonardo Playmates figure. The classic figure was based on this. It's a modern reimagining, a remastered version of Leonardo. I got Leonardo again. And these were controversial because they were bumpy. They had really bumpy skin, and it really shows up in these photos. Not as much when you're looking at them in person, but it definitely does show up when you're looking at them in person. The bumpy skin threw me off. And these figures were pretty cheap too. I think they were $13 or something like that. Again, a lot of accessories. They came with the bases and all sorts of accessories, and they're reasonably, they're a good height. They're those original figures remastered, but they have different joints, and the legs are different, and they're kind of different proportions, and the bumpy skin, and they just looked a little bit off to me. I think I would have preferred if they just re-released the original figures instead of trying to retool them and remaster them and reproduce them. I just would prefer the original classic toy. If you're going to reproduce the classic toy, just do the classic toy. Just do it again. It worked. Do it again. But these were okay. I was a little let down by it. I don't think I've ever taken this toy out of the package, but they're okay. You know, they're not the worst thing. And like I said, they were based on the classic toy, the classic original line of toys, as was this Funko Pop, another Leonardo toy I bought. Some of you guys had these. Brian Woodruff has had both of the figures so far. Did you get this Funko or anything from here? I gotta say, I own 3 Funkos now, and this is one of them. I own 3 Funko Pops. I've never been a Funko Pop guy, but I own 3 right now, and this is one of them. And also based on the classic Leonardo design, the classic vintage-looking Ninja Turtle, the old school one. And they look good. These Funko Pops look good. It's a classic design. Simple, basic, no pupils. They're not trying to do too much. He's got the weapons. They're not going crazy with the designs. And I thought they look good. I'm not a big Funko Pop guy, but they did look good. The 80s designs, I think, are maybe classic or iconic enough. They translate well to a bunch of different mediums, including the Funko Pop. So, plugging right along. That was figure number 3. We're coming up. T for figure number 3. We're plugging right along. Plugging right along. 3 figures in of 10 figures. Next figure, while we're talking about these 80s original Turtles, they look good. These Funko Pops came with Slash as well. He was in the 80s series. And these were based on the 80s series too. The NECA Pizza Club. They came out. Leonardo leads. It even looked like an old tape, like a VHS cassette tape, like the old VCR style tape packaging. And the figures looked good too. They had released these figures before, but they re-released them in a single package. The VHS packaging looked good. I can never pose it. I got this figure, I took it out. I can never pose it right. It has nice accessories. I don't know how these people pose these figures in such dynamic ways. These figures look really good. They look cool. Came with a lot of accessories, an additional face. You can have a evil face if you want. And I've also been in the market for a quarter scale Leo. These figures are like 7 inches tall. I've been looking for the quarter scale. Those are like 18 inches tall. And I've been waiting for a sale for that. When I saw the quarter scale cartoon Donatello was on sale recently for $75, I'm waiting for the Leonardo to go on sale for the same price. But this smaller version, I think it's about 6 or 7 inches tall. Really great figure. Packaged single. I already had the Leonardo and Shredder version that came out a few years ago. But it's nice to get these in singles. Came with a lot of accessories. Comes with a little additional like buddy figure like some of the old toys used to. Good design too. NECA does really good stuff. But these were just a little bit off for me. They didn't remind me exactly of the old cartoon or the old figure. Something was just a little bit off. I can never get them to pose right. They look really good. About I think a $37 or $40 figure, somewhere in there. So that's figure number 4, chugging right along on our countdown end of the year 2024 list, in no particular order, of course. But these look really good. I wish I could get these to pose like this. I wish I could do a cool toy pose or something. I just can't pull it off. I don't know. But, you know, I didn't buy a lot of toys this year, but I was satisfied with the toys I did buy. I have a lot of Ninja Turtles toys, and I don't need any more. And they don't bring me joy like I would want them to, like I think they would. Sometimes it's just the fun of the finding the toy, purchasing it, collecting it, having the complete set. There's a feeling of, it's oddly satisfying. It's one of those kind of things. It's a weirdly satisfying thing to purchase a toy and have the complete set and cross them off the list. It's nice to check stuff off of a list, like a to-do list. It feels great. So I get addicted to it, so I cut back a little bit this year. You can't buy everything, it's an addiction. It really is an addiction, honestly. It seems strange to call it an addiction, but you have to buy everything times 4, and stop buying all 4 if it doesn't make you happy. Just buy one. Just, look at the figure. Will you really be imagine holding it. Will it really make you happy? $40, not a huge amount of money, but not a negligible amount either. It's a little bit of money, so. Bonus figure, that was number 4. Bonus, not really an action figure, more of a plush doll I bought this year. This will count as a bonus. This is a bonus figure. It doesn't, not number 5. This is a bonus. The Fuggler figures. They're funny. They're ugly. You could say fuggly, if you will. But they come with these human teeth. They're strange. They're bizarre. They were like $8, so I went with it. I don't have anything else like this. I don't have a lot of plushy figures or anything. I went with the Leo Fuggler. I saw since then that all of them have been released. There was just 2 out at first, but now they're all out. And for $8, I was satisfied with it. It's bizarre. It's completely unique. This is a completely unique version of the Ninja Turtle. Maybe being unique isn't so good after all. Maybe doing a unique spin, a completely reimagined version of the Turtles isn't such a good idea after all. Brian Woodruff says, I don't like those. They're too weird. Yeah, they're strange. TMNT 1990 saw it at Walmart. So did Deuce Strayton. Hey, Kyrie. So, interesting. Bonus figure. Next figure, moving right along. A figure that came out, I think it came out in 2023. But it's not a Fuggler. I think I bought it it came out in 2023, but I got it in 2024. It took me a while to find these. The 2003 figures re-released. It was the 20th anniversary of the 2003 show. Can't do math. You can't do math on stream. You can't do math while you're live. It was embarrassing. I just said 30 instead of 20. 20-year anniversary. I bought the re-release, and I didn't find it in stores. I didn't find it at retail. I had to buy it at like a collector's toy store. I didn't find it at a Target or Walmart, wherever they were. I had to buy it from like a secondhand toy store at a markup. I paid $20. I think they were only 10 or 13 or something in stores. I had to pay $20. Sometimes you got to pay the scalper. Is it worth it to spend 2 hours driving around to Targets looking for a toy? 2 hours looking for toys to save $5 to save $10? I don't want to spend 2 hours to save $10. Sometimes it's just worth it to pay a scalper, to pay a markup. So that's $5 an hour. My time is worth, $5 an hour is slim pickings. And I don't really enjoy going around to Targets and Walmarts in those fluorescent lights with that parking and these zombie people walking around. So got the figure, didn't get it in 2023, so I got it in 2024. Better late than never. These figures are really cool. Stephen Murphy still has the originals. You remember buying them when KB Toys still existed. Very nice. Kyrie has the Mikey. They're a good figure. They're a solid figure. These look a lot like the 2003 show. They did a really good job. And they look a lot like the original Mirage cartoon, comics, if you ask me, the original comics. And a look that is different than the original Mirage comics. The 2012 show. It was CGI. It wasn't, the turtles had 3 toes. It was different. It wasn't like the previous shows. This was a reimagined look. And I got this Super Ninja Mikey figure this year. This came out in like 2017, but I'm throwing it in my list because I bought it this year. It wasn't a new figure, but I did buy it this year. And this was my favorite line of the 2012 show. I bought these figures back in 2017 when they first came out. I was crazy into collecting back then. I have multiple sets. I bought multiples. I have them loose. And I came across one of these out and about. I saw a loose Mikey. It's a great figure. My favorite line from the 2012 show. I love the black bandanas. I love the scuffed up war paint. The Super Shredder, Super Ninja line. Great. Great looking figure. Really enjoy it. Favorite part of my show, too, was like in the end of season 4 of the 2012 show. I really enjoyed the 2012 show. Favorite part, end of season 4. Love the black bandanas. Always like the black bandanas. And the whole line is cool. All 4 of the turtles are cool. Shredder looked a little derpy, honestly. He's supposed to be huge, and he's got these stumpy legs. But the turtles look really good. I thought they were reimagined. They were dark. They were unique. I love the all black. It just makes them look tough. And the end of the show, it's the climax of the show. They're war tested. They're battered. They're beaten. They're bruised. They got this sick black bandanas. Look cool. Love these figures. Love Super Ninja Mikey from the 2012 Super Ninja line. Next figure, speaking of black bandanas, Dark Leonardo. My Funko Pop collection grows. This is the second Funko Pop I bought this year, and I own 3 Funko Pops now. I also just have like a Donatello one I bought with a group of figures. So I have 3 Funko Pops, and this Dark Leonardo is one of them. Really dynamic pose. It's midair. He has this great look. It's midair. I love all the black bandanas and the accessories, and he has like a shredder's claw thing on one hand. He's a brainwashed bad guy at this point. He's midair, and it comes with a little stand. It came like that. It isn't just the boring Funko Pop static pose. Really dynamic pose. I really like it. And yeah, I tripled my Funko Pop collection this year. I went from 1 to 3 Funko Pops. I went Funko Pop crazy. And this is Dark Leonardo from the IDW comics that have been running since 2011. I think around issue 20, Leonardo was brainwashed and became kind of a bad guy. So Leonardo became Dark Leonardo, and I got 2 Dark Leonardo figures this year. The first one came from Funko Pop, and this one comes from BST-AXN. Loyal Subjects. Best Action, BST-AXN. Really like this figure, but I don't know. Calling yourselves the best action figure? I got this figure and it came with a loose hip. Wasn't best for me. I bought the $40 figure and it came with a loose hip. And that's always frustrating. I feel silly buying a toy, an expensive $40 toy. It's got to be perfect. I know it's just a piece of plastic. It's a hunk of plastic. They did a really good job with these. It has this cool battle-ready wash. They had an original version of this, but they re-released. It's darker. It looks kind of weathered. Really good figure. The chrome paint, the foot logo, the claws, the weapons. But just one hip. He has like a ball and hip joint. It is just loose. It's hanging all over the place. I have it kind of propped up right now, but I'm scared it's going to fall over. So it's just frustrating. Right out of the package, undamaged, broken. It spoils the whole experience. I don't know. Sometimes just a little thing like that can just ruin a whole experience. You can't even enjoy it. I was so deflated. I took it out of the package. This leg was flopping around. Oh, yeah. One little thing can ruin it all. You try and look past it, but it can just ruin it all. So I saw Tato Ruzu, fellow Ninja Turtles channel friend of the channel, Tato Ruzu, mentioned this week on Twitter. He was talking about how April's design changes in Rise and Mutant Mayhem, just the design change of changing April ruined it for him. It's just a little subjective thing, and you think it shouldn't matter, but it does. The whole era is tainted to an extent, and I certainly agree with that. It just one little thing can just ruin things. So broken hip joint ruined it for me. April redesign ruined it. It's like imagine a delicious pizza. You get a delicious pizza, extra large, it's piping hot, straight out of the oven, but there's a rat baked into it. A cockroach climbed onto the pizza right before it went on the oven, and there's a cockroach baked into the pizza. And you can eat around the baked-in cockroach, but kind of ruins it if you ask me. Like finding a hair in your food or something, just kind of. So the broken hip just kind of ruined it for me. It's a great figure. I think it would be my favorite. I think I would love this figure, but I'm going to have to do something with that hip. Maybe put a little bit of Play-Doh on the hip joint, or a little bit of super glue so it's a little bit tackier, a little bit gummier. Brian Woodruff says, are the joints sticky or no? No, most of the joints are pretty good. Just one is really loose. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was like loose or formed wrong, but I don't know if they had quality control. I don't know how this passed quality control. This is frustrating. But figures look really good based on the IDW comics. Dark Leonardo, really enjoyed it. Really cool dynamic figure. Comes with 2 different faces. Comes with this angry teeth-bearing face. A bunch of cool weapons. Like a couple short swords and a couple long swords. I don't know, it's like a Tonto blade, katana, ninjato, whatever they're considered. Do I have a whole TMNT room? I certainly have a large. I have like a couple areas with a lot of TMNT stuff. I don't know. It's everywhere, frankly. But these figures look good. They're really detailed. Loyal Subjects, BST-AXN, they're coming up. These figures look good. They're, maybe comparable to NECA. They're same price as NECA, so they better be comparable. But I was a little bit disappointed. It didn't feel as bulky and solid, but the design is great, and I really enjoyed it. I just wish that tiny little quality control busted hip would have been perfect other than that. I would have really enjoyed this figure. So we're coming into the final stretch of figures I bought in 2024. There are 2 left. And this is a Mutant Mayhem figure I bought. Be the Leader, Leo Roleplay, and figure set. This was like a variant on the original Mutant Mayhem figures. It was only available in this role-playing figure set. And it continuing the black bandana trend. This is Leonardo with a black bandana. It was, came with a bunch of stuff. Comes with a mask and a sword, life-size little ninja stars and stuff. But I like the figure because he has black bandanas. His face bandana is still blue, but his knee pads and elbow pads and wrist pads, wrist guards, wrist wraps, whatever they're called, elbow wraps, knee wraps, they're all black. And the eyes are pupilless as well. It's kind of a ready for business, Leo. No pupils, Leo. And I really like this figure. Really enjoy it. Sometimes figures, you go to a lot of toys nowadays, they're expensive. They're collector's items. They're available. You have to pre-order them 18 months in advance. That takes the fun out of it for me. I can't get excited for a toy. I can't get excited for a toy that comes out next calendar year. I don't know. I have to wait 16 to 18 months for a toy. I don't know what I'm going to think in 2026 if I'm still going to be excited for I like toys, but a piece of plastic, pre-ordering, waiting 18 months, the high price tag takes the fun out of it. But these didn't have to wait for this toy. Purchased it, came out, bought it right up. Real easy. Really easy, really enjoyable. No pupils either. Really like this toy. I recommend it. The Leo roleplay set looks just a little bit different. Like I said, I wish the face bandana were different. The bandana that goes around his eyes and head, I wish that was black as well. This figure would be great. I love the all black. It's still blue on his head. Every other bandana and wrap and his elbows and knees, they're black, but is it still blue up top? I don't know. I thought they're kind of skimping there. Couldn't you just do it? You're going that far. Just do it the whole way. But they didn't want to go the full way. Maybe it's too scary. Kids can't tell them apart or something. Who knows? But would love to give this a perfect review as well. But yeah, just that little, should have made that bandana over the eyes black as well. So that's the Leo roleplay, Be the Leader, Leonardo figure. And also from the Mutant Mayhem, Tales of the TMNT, Mutants Unleashed era of Turtles, this current era of Turtles. I bought the high school Michelangelo figure. Can you believe it? Can you believe a serious, crazy, provocative, controversial guy like me? I like this silly Michelangelo figure. He's cute. He's fun. He's silly. He comes with a mic stand. I hold him up to his little mic stand and I do little comedy routines and it makes me happy. I know it sounds silly, but I do little Kevin Hart routines. I do Kevin Hart comedy routines as Michelangelo and just being silly. And he's got the shorts and it's a silly figure. It seems like something I really wouldn't purchase, but I went for it. I liked it. I was going to use you get the skin code too for Mutants Unleashed, the video game that just came out. I didn't end up buying the game. I wanted to play as this character and run around. He's a funny character. I do a little stand-up Kevin Hart comedy, and I was going to do the game Mutants Unleashed with Michelangelo, but didn't end up doing it. But good figure nonetheless. His face just makes me happy. I look at this face. He's got a crazy face, but it makes me happy. I enjoy it. So a lot of fun figures this year. What can I say? I bought a lot of silly, fun figures this year. And I'm giving you guys the straight scoop, too. I'm giving you guys the straight scoop, whether I like them or not, problems, quality control, all that stuff. Sometimes you hear these you get these insincere toy reviewers on YouTube. They're overly enthusiastic about everything. They have this overly positive language. They have this, they're soy facing all over the place with every toy they review. It's just like every toy is the best thing they've ever seen. Oh, can you believe this figure? Oh my goodness. Oh, amazing. Flawless. Oh, perfection. Oh, I don't know. There's just a way to appreciate a toy. It's a toy. And some of these guys are like in their 50s, their 40s or something. They're in their 50s, 60s. These are like grown men and they're so excited for toys. And I'm thinking, you're kind of just faking it for clout, aren't you? You're really just putting on a show. There's a way to appreciate a toy without being a total simp. Have some dignity. Have a little dignity. I don't know. So it's cool to get so many Ninja Turtles toys. It was the 40th anniversary of the Ninja Turtles, like I mentioned. It all started because two pals, drew some toys, drew some turtles, having fun, drew a comic book, drew some turtles, and it created a whole empire. 40 years later, 40 years of Ninja Turtles toys. And in the 40th anniversary, I bought 10 toys. Those are my top 10 toys of 2024. My only toys of 2024. I only bought 10 somehow. I went back and looked, really cut back this year. Didn't buy any of the Heat Boys mecha or any of the huge statues or any of the Fury toys or Medi toys, none of the cool imports or random stuff. Sometimes it's tough as a Ninja Turtles fan. You get really spoiled. You get huge amounts of toys. You get like hundreds of releases. But once you start buying hundreds of releases, it doesn't hit the same way. You don't get that same dopamine rush. Bittersweet. You get a ton of toys, but you don't like them all. You can't purchase them all. They don't make you happy. They take up space. You spend money on them. It's one of those things. Life at best is bittersweet. You get a ton of toys, but you can't buy them all. Life at best is bittersweet. And now the news portion of the show is over, and that's bittersweet as well. Now we get to relax for a little bit. It's tea time. Now we just get to gossip, spill the tea. I crack my window. I let out all that hot air. Me rambling, doing a 30-minute monologue about toys I purchased over the past year. Let out some hot air. Have a little bit of pizza. How much did I spend on toys this year? 15? A couple $100. Nothing too crazy. But, lot to spend. Now we get to just hang out. Just the crew. Just all of us crew. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Did you have a little bit of time to relax, a little time with family, hanging out? Hope you guys had a good break. I took the week off too. I didn't do a stream. Didn't do a video last week. Just hanging out, spending a little time hanging out. Favorite show and movie. I probably like the 1990 movie the best. And favorite TV show for TMNT. I'd probably have to say the 2012 show was the most well put together, fully thought out, and fully realized show. They had a plan, they executed it, they got all the way through their story, and thought it was pretty good. Who knows? Haven't had a good TMNT show. I didn't like Rise of the TMNT or Tales of the TMNT, but haven't had a good full TMNT show in a while. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you guys got to spend a little time, and hope you guys are having a good 2024. The year is winding down. There's only 2 more live shows coming up. We're going to meet on the next Tuesday and the Tuesday after that. Just 2 shows left. I won't be here on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. Just 2 shows left on Turtle Tuesdays, and then it'll be 2025. The 40th anniversary of the Ninja Turtles will be over, and the moment has passed. The moment will be gone. The anniversary will be over. I don't know what we have to look forward to in 2025. I'm sure they're going to announce a lot of stuff. As of right now, I think we just have Tales of the TMNT Season 2. Hopefully, to look forward to. I think there's going to be a Season 2 of Tales of the TMNT Season 2. But as of right now, they'll probably do some comic crossovers, more comic books, a whole bunch of toys, but probably less than there was this year. There was a glut. There was a bounty, a massive amount of Ninja Turtle stuff that came out this year because of the 40th anniversary. They were trying to capitalize on that. And I think they did. I don't know if they made $1 billion this year. In 2023, they bragged that the TMNT franchise made $1 billion, but there was no similar announcement this year in 2024. There was no tentpole movie. So maybe they didn't make $1 billion in 2024 for the 40th anniversary. They certainly released a ton of products. They threw it seems like they said yes to every license that they had out. Every single product. We're releasing TMNT soap and mirrors and Lush bath bombs and all sorts of crazy stuff. Coffee. I saw that Ninja Turtles coffee came out this year. Whole bunch of junk. They were just trying to cash in. Whatever they could sell, they were cashing in. Let's be honest. Imagine a Quentin Tarantino TMNT film. Yeah, we didn't get that. We didn't get a Tarantino TMNT film this year, but I could imagine that. That'd be fun. A real dark reimagining. Well, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys soon. This is Turtle Tuesday stream. Another Turtle Tuesday stream next week. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. Stephen Murphy, JR24, Kyrie, I know it's your friend's account, TMNT 1990, Brian Woodruff, Cowabunga Studios, Stevie's YouTube channel, Cowabunga Studios, Rock 10, everybody else, Veronica. Thank you so much for joining me, Veronica. Hope you had a good week. And Do Straight and Antoine Ball. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Another Turtle Tuesday. Hey, Tim. Another Turtle Tuesday. And I do videos throughout the week as well. I've been working on some videos. I've just been trying to get them right. I have a new setup. I've been trying to reorganize some things and reinvent. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf with videos. And I've just been putting it off, frankly. So I plan on doing some new videos soon. Check out some old videos in the meantime. I did a stream about Reddit a couple weeks ago and some other stuff. So check those out in the meantime. I think I've said it all, perhaps. I've said too much. Happy Thanksgiving. I guess I'll see you next Turtle Tuesday. I release videos throughout the week. Slash the like button if you haven't done it already. Hit the subscribe button. And leave a comment if you haven't left a comment already. To the replay gang, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Always enjoy hearing from you guys. I guess that's it. I think there's just one thing left to say. Cowabunga! Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and share this video. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Ninja Turtles videos like this.